Well, we're very, very excited to be here in Miami to play in the Capital One Orange Bowl. Uh, First of all, I know there's a lot of people in this city as well as with the Orange Bowl who do a tremendous amount of work to uh, sort of create a lot of positive hospitality for our entire team and travel group. So special thanks to all those folks. This is a great opportunity for us playing against a great Oklahoma team. A little bit unusual for us to have to travel today on New Year's Eve. I mean, Christmas Eve. But we just moved up Christmas a little bit, watched the grandkids sort of open presents, and our players all got to go home for a few days. So I think we're here now ready to get refocused on having the opportunity to play in a playoff game against a outstanding Oklahoma team that presents a lot of challenges. So the key to the drill now is to sort of get recentered, refocused, get everybody going. We're looking forward to getting back to practicing today. Well, what we try to do is basically have a couple camp-like practices at home, and then sort of go through a normal week, sort of look at everything, tweak it a little bit, and try to go through it again. So we've pretty much gone through about most of the things that we're going to try to do in this game. Yeah, Tua's been able to practice and get all the reps that he's needed to get. It'll be interesting to see after having a few days off with the additional rehab how that impacts his ability to get closer to 100%.
How did you feel like you were able to handle the nature of recruiting with the bowl prep this year versus, say, last year, doing the both?
Well, there's no question that you're a little fragmented in, trying to do all these things at once. I think any coach would probably tell you that. So, you're practicing during signing day when people are signing. You're preparing for a game when you're trying to, wind up recruiting, manage your team as well as all the things that are happening in recruiting. So it's a challenge. There's no question that, it's a little fragmented and, trying to do all these things at once, but I still think you do the best you can, and, now we have one thing to focus on, and that's the game.
In that sense, I mean, is there any difference, I guess, in how you prepare for, the weather conditions that could potentially be a factor?
Well, that's why we're here, so that we have a chance to acclimate to the situation that we're going to play in, whether it be the climate, the field, all those circumstances. So I don't think that you really prepare any differently. I think the field will be, 53 yards wide and 100 yards deep, and have the same markings on it as any field. And I think it's about trying to execute, block, tackle, do the things that you need to do to play winning football against a very good team. It's challenging because it's hard to get somebody to duplicate what the quarterback is capable of doing in their offense. He does a fabulous job, and obviously the best player in college football. So it's a challenge to have somebody that can do that in practice. And I think the speed of the game will obviously be a little bit different when we get to the game, but we're doing the best we can.